Good evening, everyone. My name is Midnight Cloud, your host for tonight's bedtime story. Tonight, I'll be sharing a story from Cayambe, Ecuador, about a girl with a sharp tongue, sharp ego, and a secret recipe that came with a terrifying price. So, tuck yourself in and get comfortable, because this is an eerie tale about a girl named Maria Angula. In the highlands of Ecuador, Maria Angula was just 16, full of laughter, charm, and far too much confidence for someone who does not know how to cook. They called her Metepletos, I hope I'm saying that right, or it means the meddler, Carishina, the loud one, La Lengua Larga, the long tongue. You see, Maria loved gossip just as much as others love sweets. She could twist a rumor like a dough in her hands and serve it to anyone who is listening. It made her feel clever, important, and heard. But when Maria got married, everything changed. Her husband Manuel was simple and kind. He only asked for warm meals and not gossip. A house that smelled like spices, not whispers. On the very first day of marriage, Manuel asked her for bread soup with giblets. Maria had no idea what that even was. She stood in the kitchen, overwhelmed by the silence, the flickering charcoal, the smell of lard. Her hands trembled, and she felt small. As pride burned in her throat, she rushed next door to Doña Mercedes, the best cook in town. "How do you make bread soup with giblets?" she asked, pretending it was curiosity. Doña Mercedes, full of generosity and warmth, gave her the full recipe. And Maria smiled smugly, saying, "If that's how it's made, I knew it too." And she ran off to make it, feeling clever too. The next day, it was locro de cuchicara. I hope I'm saying that right again. Maria asked, and again, Doña Mercedes answered. Maria said, "Oh, that's how you do it. I knew it too." Day after day, dish after dish. Always the same story, always pretending. But deep down, Maria began to feel a growing fear that she was just a fraud in apron and that she wasn't clever at all. Eventually, Doña Mercedes had enough. One morning, Maria came again, proud and clueless. "My husband once tripe with puzun and I..." But this time, Doña Mercedes gave a different smile. "Oh, that one's simple," she said sweetly. "You just have to go to the cemetery, wait for the newest corpse, take a sharp knife, gather the tripe and puzun yourself." Maria blinked. Was she serious? But her pride wouldn't let her question it. "Oh, if that's how it's done, then I knew it too." And that night, with a trembling heart and a knife under her shawl, Maria walked into the cemetery. The air was damp and the graves are fresh. The silence was so thick, it pressed against her skin. She found the newest mound of earth, still soft. She dug, her fingers shaking, and she opened the coffin. Then she saw death staring back at her. Her stomach turned, her mouth went dry. But she couldn't back out now, not with her pride on the line. She reached forward, cut once, cut twice, and then 3 times, and ran home with shaking legs and blood on her boots. Back in the kitchen, shame gave way to relief. She cooked the broth, the onions, salt, and peanuts. Her husband ate every drop, licking his fingers. Maria smiled, but deep inside, something cracked. That night, while the house slept, a cold wind crept through the windows. Maria stirred in bed, uneasy, and then she heard them, footsteps, heavy, slow, one step at a time, climbing the stairs. She sat up with her heart pounding. The room was dark and the air was frozen. And just beyond the door, a voice. "Give me back my guts and the puzun that you stole from my holy burial." The door cracked open. A figure, dimly glowing, hollow and pale, stood by the doorway. It was the corpse, the one she opened. "Maria," it moaned again. "Give me back my guts and my puzun." She screamed, covered her eyes, hid beneath the blankets, tears soaking it. But the footstep crept closer. She felt the most bony and cold hands wrap around her ankles. Maria! And then, she was gone. When Manuel awoke, the bed beside him was empty. He searched every room, every street, and even the cemetery. But no one saw Maria Angula ever again. Only the wind knows what happened that night. And maybe the dead too. So, what did you think of this story? Did it gross you out? Because it did actually gross me out, and I love tripe. I have a specific dish I love from Ecuador, and it requires tripe. So for them to mention tripe in this story, yeah, that was nasty. But I still love tripe. So the next time someone brags that they knew it already, you might want to ask, what's in their soup? Anyways, thank you for being here. If you do have stories that you'd like to share, I would be so honored to talk about it in the next one. And also do check out my Poshmark. I am your host, Midnight Cloud, and I'll see you again next time. Have a good night.